Hi, I'm Sydney Erickson. I'm from New York. I love anything outdoors, nature, hiking, so being close to the beach here at Rhode Island is kind of awesome. I am a sophomore here at URI. I am a health studies major with a minor in nutrition. I really aspire to be a physician assistant. After I finish my undergrad here at URI, I'm going to go back to New York, hopefully for grad school. The whole reason behind my career aspirations is my mom. She has taught me everything. As long as I can remember, I used to always argue with her about going to daycare or going to work with her in the emergency room. I just loved being around everything and just being able to figure out how to help people. When I was in high school, my mom got very sick with multiple forms of cancer, and most people were like, "Oh, that's so sad," but I look at it as one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I got to be her caregiver and really, one, get closer to my mom, but two, just learn how to care for someone when that they can't do it themselves. And just I learned a lot of things in the medical field and outside of the medical field with just taking care of her and the ways to help her and the treatments. And I learned a lot about the treatments that they give cancer patients and what it really does do to the body, which kind of leads me into my next part, which is the health topics that interest me the most. It's definitely like how everyone doesn't have access to good medical and healthcare. That interests me so much. Like, I'm so focused in on people that don't have access to healthcare and how they can have access to it, and just equal opportunity to have a good, long, healthy life. But also, along with just the topic of healthcare and how not everyone has access to it, the idea of alternative ways to get better, not even just medications, but treatments in whole. Not everything is just through a prescription pad, and not everything is just a doctor saying, like, this is what you need to do. Like, there are other ways to get better, and a lot of it has to do with what you eat and how much you eat, and like the quality of your diet and your sleep and there's a whole bunch, your physical activity. And I'm just focused in on how people that don't have access to healthcare also have other options to get better when they don't have a doctor to write them a prescription. So now, on a totally completely different spectrum, my favorite movie is A Place Beyond the Pines. It is on Netflix, recently added. It's kind of long, but I think that everyone should watch it. It's really just about the circle of life and how we really just follow up in our parents' footsteps, and like what they do, like we're brought around to it. And it really also shows like how important it is to know who you came from and where you came from and why you should know everything about your life, because there's a lot to us that we don't know about besides just being born. And it shows a lot about parents' history and how it reflects onto children's lives. And I just think it gives a very good, broad understanding of what goes on. So this is all about me. I can't wait to hear about everyone else.